You are watching I Visited Tanzania. Today's guest is Angie. Angie has been to Tanzania, has been on safari in Tanzania, and she get to share with us her experience, what she loved. All these moments are always magical. You get to hear from her. As I always say, hear it from the traveler's mouth. What we were doing, we basically talking about your experience in the restaurant. So in Tanzania. So you're from which state?
Michigan.
Michigan. So what's one good thing like that Michigan is known for?
I guess it's funny. Michigan is known for the Great Lakes state, so we're surrounded by 5 lakes. And growing up, we'd go to the beach, what we thought was the beach, and then coming here, it's just not the same. Like this is the real beach in Tanzania.
Wow. So if I'm a tourist and I want to go to Michigan, what would you advise me to go and see?
Yeah, so I mean, we have Detroit, which used to be a metropolis city, so known for cars and gambling and sports teams. And the really cool thing about Michigan is we also have the Upper Peninsula, so it's very sparse, but there's waterfalls and like kayaking and pictured rocks. It's very like no one's up there. It's not explored, and you go up and stay in log cabins, and it's very, you can have a very diverse experience in Michigan.
Perfect. I would really like to know this. This is like this is kitenge, right?
This is kitenge. It's a full kitenge outfit made especially for me by my design.
Wow. So who got to choose the design? Did you like see a picture of a designer or you just did create your own design?
I'm not that creative. Something I learned here is that locals will use Pinterest. And so you can go on Pinterest and see all these very beautiful African handmade textiles. And after scrolling through some, you kind of figure out what looks good on you. And here, the fabric itself came from Kariako, one of the best.
Oh,
something when I learned about Tanzania is the fabric is so vibrant, and it tells a story. It gives you a mood. You walk into a room and you feel something. And something I love about Tanzania is you can go get this fabric and go get it tailor-made for you, a full outfit, very, very inexpensive. And so I have all this fabric at home, and I'm so excited because I've started making suit jackets and things to take back. When I go back to the U.S., I will still represent Tanzania and all of the kitenge that's here to offer.
So you got several like the suit jacket?
Yeah, suit jackets, dresses. Yup.
Wow.
Yeah, and I have designs picked out. Everyone knows, get Angie kitenge fabric because I'm gonna make something real cool, and I'll go back and be the most fashionable person. And it's almost like a conversation then, because you'll go back to the U.S. People say, "Where'd you get your jacket? Tell me about your jacket." My time in Tanzania, the most beautiful country in the world. You should go.
And then that helps with the tourism too.
It's a story.
That's beautiful. And let me just show them this.
Yeah.
Okay, so this is like leather.
Yes.
And this is the beads.
Yes.
And this is the
Africa.
And this
with
is
Tanzania flag.
Wow. And this was made. Where was this?
It was made by Maasai people in Arusha.
So she's from Michigan, as she said, but she has been here. And it seems she has been to more places than I have been. Like she's saying places that I have not been. So
people call me very local. All the locals think I'm local. That's when you know.
So let's start with what's the best place that's very memorable that you've been in? Like that's the best place you've ever visited in Tanzania.
I would say Ngorongoro Crater by far.
Okay.
I grew up in the United States, and we always we watched The Lion King, the animated version, and you have this idea about what it'll be, and it completely surpassed my expectations. We were in this Jeep, and we were driving through the fog and these windy roads, and it seemed like Jurassic Park. And it seemed so cool, and I was, what's gonna happen? And you get down to the bottom of the crater, and you see so many animals I've never even seen pictures of. Like I saw wildebeest for the first time, and it scared me, but it was really fun. And just to see the beauty and nature of Tanzania is something that you can't experience anywhere else in the world.
Wow. So that was the first time to see like
any animal up close. Giraffes, zebras, lions. I've never seen a warthog before. Rhinos, buffalo. We saw the big five. I've never really seen any animal. And to have them just come right up to you to get pictures with them.
Does it like sort of is it different from when you see it on TV and then you get to like when you watch TV and you see the lions, of course, before that, but then when you get to see up and close, does it like shock you how different it is?
It was to see an animal in the wild. Yeah. The only other reference I have is in a zoo where they've been kept in cages. It's very secured, and to see them in their natural habitat and to be out like chasing and hunting or like procreating and all of these things. And to just see the natural migration and to see how real animals live in the wild is something when I was in there, I thought to myself how lucky I am to experience this, that so many people will go through life and never be able to have this. And I felt so blessed to be in Tanzania.
So from Serengeti, you also been to Zanzibar, right?
Yes.
And where? What did you do in Zanzibar?
Yeah, and Zanzibar is one of my favorite places to go to. I think it's just such a special place. But I've been in Stone Town and learned about the history of Stone Town and the slave trade. Also went to Prison Island and got to meet some of the oldest turtles. I didn't even know turtles can live to up to be 200 years old. 200 years old. And they
still walk?
They're still alive. They're still doing it.
Oh.
Yeah. We did Safari Blue, and snorkeling is one of my favorite things. I've been all over the world. I've been snorkeling, and nothing is like Zanzibar snorkeling.
Wow.
And it's fantastic. We did a local cooking class, and we got to actually cook on coals and shop for ingredients from the local spice market.
Zanzibar is known for its spices.
Spices, yes. We went on a spice tour. There were so many things I didn't even know.
You've been to Fred Mercury's? I'm told.
Yeah, the house.
The house where was it like? That's where his home as a child.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Wow.
Freddie Mercury was super huge in the United States. Everyone knows all the songs. You know, "We Will Rock You" and all of that.
He was born in Zanzibar.
He was born in Zanzibar, and people don't know that. When I found out I was coming to Tanzania, I Googled facts, and one of the first things was it's the home place of Freddie Mercury. And everyone could not believe it. We all know Freddie Mercury.
Everybody knows
we don't know he's from Tanzania.
Wow.
And so to actually see it's really cool.
As a tourist, you don't think like Dar es Salaam would be a place where you can really do some tourism activities, but you can do that, right?
Yeah.
So what did you do?
Yeah, so my friend's birthday, it was her first birthday away from home. Yeah. We've been here the same amount of time. We always explore everywhere. We go local places, going out, places to shop, everywhere. And so I created a scavenger hunt all around Dar, the best places to go to.
All the way, go on.
Wow. We were talking about the birthday. So how long did it take for you to arrange
I think I spent like 12 hours on it. It was a solid 12, but I did it all in one day, the day before. And I just made a list of all the favorite places we like to eat, we like to go out to, and I just try to make creative clues. And she told me it was the best birthday compared to all of them combined, the scavenger hunt in Dar. So
you left like clues or whatever. You went like restaurants and stuff.
I had a whole bag, and it would say like, go to the second-rate version of KFC, which would be Mary Brown, right? So it would be like that.
She'll have to guess.
She would have to guess it. And I would have we'd go to Mary Brown, and then she gets the next clue. And then we go through about 40 different places all over Dar. And we had a little driver and all these bags of gifts, and it was...
Okay. You went to Kigamboni. the part that you told me, I've never even heard of it. I've been in Tanzania my whole life. What part was it? Where do you go exactly?
Yeah, we went to, it's called the Overhang, and it's basically this really romantic, secluded getaway. You can go with friends, with a big group, or you can go with you and your loved one. You stay in these cabins that are fully decked out, right on the water. Woke up with ocean breeze. You can go kayaking right on the beach. We did horseback riding right along the water. The horses went in the water. And we had a private chef cooking meals for us all day, every day. And we also set up painting right on the beach. They set it up for us. Yep. It was the most luxurious painting with a twist glass you will ever see in your life. It was super romantic, and we already are going back in a couple weeks. It was so amazing, and highly recommend it.
So, how do you get to find these places that you do visit? Like, do you Google them?
Yeah, a lot of the times here in Tanzania, you find things on Instagram, which is very different. A lot of people have recommended the Overhang, and it's top notch.
Okay, so what other place that you've been that you've visited?
I think one of my favorite things is just the little islands around here. So going to Sinda Island, Mbuja Island, Vangoyo Island. It's 15-20 minutes by these little cool boats, and it takes you you don't even feel like you're in Dar es Salaam anymore. You get to relax, and it almost feels like a private island just to go in the water and just hang out and eat good lobster and play music and not get attacked by crows, but only a couple times. It's something we take for granted. In the US, you don't really, unless you live in like Florida or California, you don't get to go to the water. So to be in Tanzania on the coast, you get to experience so much more, and it's the perfect weather. Yeah. In the U.S., it can be very cold and limited, but every day is a beach day.
Yeah, so you're from Michigan, so
I know. We have lakes. I can only go there once a year. I can't even experience it, but here is every day.
You saw no?
Yeah.
So, do you get to cook once a while, or after that in Zanzibar you don't really cook?
Yeah. I try to have this cultural exchange with friends here and coworkers where they cook me local food and then I cook them American food. Okay. And so we have this we had fondue night where we tried to introduce that. We've cooked American appetizers like mozzarella sticks and chicken wings. Yeah. And then they've showed us lots of local food like mchemsho. And eat I've been having like vitambua and chapati.
Mchemsho, kuku or nyama, like
nyama.
Oh, wow, okay.
Yeah.
So far, what was your favorite Tanzanian food?
My favorite Tanzanian food, I'm a sucker for zege. I think that's one of the most underrated things. It would blow up in America if people knew. Yeah. If people knew that you can just have these eggs and French fries and it's so delicious. And
you just mix it up.
I think it would be like the hit for drunk food in America. And I'm like, I don't know why no one has done this, but it is a thing. Chips
You've been in Tanzania for 10 months now, right?
Yeah, for 10 months.
Okay. Swahili is good?
najaribu kujifunza Kiswahili.
So, what are some of the words that an American should learn that would help him or her, for the few days that they get to visit?
Yeah.
The keywords.
It's funny. I just prepared this. We have someone visiting, so I prepared keywords. We like to say mambo, and you're son poa.
Mambo meaning?
Mambo meaning like, how are you? And poa is like, good, I'm good. You always have to learn asante, which thank you. Karibu, welcome. Indio, yes. Hapana, no. And then I think one of the biggest things about coming to Tanzania is the greeting culture. Yeah. When you go around, people want to say hi, they want to talk to you. So learning, a habari za mchana, niaje, some local ones, just habari za kwako. Yeah, I think the more you just one or two phrases, it shows people you're trying, and it's a very welcoming environment, and people will always smile. Even if you get the Swahili wrong, they will always smile and wave at you.
You've been to these places, luxurious places.
Yes.
For an ordinary American, is that expensive?
I think it depends.
Compared to, because I know like our living wages is different from American, but relatively, is that expensive?
I think that it would be common. It's very similar to just going on any vacation in the U.S.
Okay.
Like the prices aren't that different, and you can choose. There's a wide range. Like you can stay very economical, or you can go very, very high end.
What you mean when you say economical?
So like you can stay at very local places or hostels for very, very cheap. Like you could just be traveling around Tanzania every weekend on vacation, and it would be very affordable.
Wow.
Yeah, that's what I've learned.
Wow.
And then what I found the difference is, even though you may be paying the same amount as going on a trip in America, very luxurious, very nice. You get so much farther. I've stayed at so many 5-star hotels. I've never stayed at one in the U.S., but every time I travel, I'm feeling like a queen. So it's you can make it work for your budget, but your budget can go much, much farther in Tanzania.
Sure thing. From going to Serengeti, I know like some Americans will be like, I should go and see the Kilimanjaro, or maybe try to climb the Kilimanjaro. Do you have a friend, or have you been to Kilimanjaro? Do you think it's possible? Do you think it's attainable, or you can just drink Kilimanjaro beer and you call it a day? I mean, what works?
So I think I am planning to go to Kilimanjaro in a month, actually. I'm not going to climb it. I'm going to look from afar. But I think it's an absolute must to go to Kilimanjaro. I didn't know that it's the highest peak in Africa. It's right here in Tanzania.
It is.
And I watched the royal tour, and seeing the views, the aerial views of Kilimanjaro, I think it's a must to go to. I know many people have climbed it. You can do it over multiple days. So I might try and do a day, just up a little bit and come back, or spread it out. I think it's something you have to see. And to live in a country where you can go from Serengeti, wild animals, to highest mountains, to beaches of Zanzibar, all within a short drive or plane ride, it's something you can't see anywhere else in the world. Like Tanzania offers delicious food, and it's a melting pot of many different influences, of cultural influences. And so I think overall it showed a lot of variety, but I think Americans, when they come here, they want to do, the hot air balloon rides, and they want to go on the beaches.
Man, I should up my game.
But at the same time, I think seeing the more local, like the Maasai villages, like seeing how people are actually living, that's also really important, because it's something people go on vacation to get a different experience. And whether it might not be as glamorous, it is still a very enriching educational experience to see more of life and culture in everyday Tanzania, especially in rural areas.
Wow, that's nice. Okay, so in a nutshell, for an American to come into Tanzania, they should visit which places? If an American has like 3 days in Tanzania, where should they go?
3 days is very hard.
But if they have like a week.
Yeah, I think definitely, like, I know it's very cliche, but they have to go on safari. So whether you're actually in Serengeti, I personally think Ngorongoro Crater is the best. You get all the views of it. And then I think, so Arusha and I think Zanzibar. I think those two give you a variety. And if you have time, pass through Kilimanjaro on your way out at the airport.
Wow. So you've seen all the big five and all other animals. Which is your favorite animal?
I love cheetahs. I didn't think that I would love the cheetah.
Why?
We think they're very scary. They're very quick. And to see them, I saw them through binoculars, and it was like right up, it was so beautiful and so peaceful, and it didn't seem so scary. It just seemed, seemed like any other animal.
It's like the smaller version of the big cats, right?
Yes, smaller version. I think the elephants here are huge and amazing and so gorgeous to look at. So I think really anyone who goes on safari will have the best time of their life, and they'll always want to come back.
They gave you an AKA Mama Pundamilia.
Yeah.
That means zebra, Mama Zebra.
Yes.
So why is that?
I think I'm very peaceful. Like the zebras, I'm fun to look at.
Yeah,
Lots of prints. Look, I'm wearing like some form of zebra today.
Yeah.
I think everyone should get a safari name when they go, and it just adds to the experience.
Yeah. That's for sure. Okay, so I'm gonna step out and you look at the camera, and if you want to tell an American your experience and why, if they are to choose a vacation, they should choose Tanzania over the rest. So I'm gonna step out.
No pressure.
No pressure.
Hi, my name is Angie Miller, and I am from the great state of Michigan in the United States. And Tanzania is by far the best country I've ever been to, and you will ever go to as well. It has so much to offer, from a rich cultural and historical scene, as well as to fun animals, as well as to the best location on the water. There's lots of history here, something for everyone to do, and a vacation or experience you'll never have before in your life.
From the Washington, D.C., as I always say, visit Tanzania, make memories.